Dexter gets a lot of joy out of killing, so much so that tonight he decided to complete the hat trick, get his third kill, and officially become a serial killer. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment here to review Dexter Original Sin Season 1, Episode 6. This one is called The Joy of Killing, and Dexter tonight, when he took out Reed, he made it 3 from 3. Well, technically 3 out of 4, but the third kill was more of an assist from Dexter tonight. He got a hands on. Yes, it may have been a car that ploughed into Anthony Moretti, but tonight it was a big knife ploughed into the chest of Levi Reed.
And he's dead, he's gone, bang, and the dirt is gone. And you know what, we didn't really know 100% if he was the actual culprit. But you know what? Dexter, he made it to Dexter's face. I liked seeing the little ones, you know, the pain and the fear in their eyes. And fucking Dexter's like, this guy's got to go. See, once this guy admitted to it, man, it was done. It was the most odds-on favourite you'll ever see in your life. That Levi Reed's jugular was about to get slit.
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, you're probably thinking, you know what? Dexter doesn't have 100% proof it's actually this guy.
Yeah.
But then he admits it, and then he doubles down. He's like, I enjoy it, especially the more younger they are, the more vulnerable they are. It gets me off more. And Dexter was like, well, that's it, you're gone.
You're gone. Levi's dead. I mean, I tell you what, I actually think a really decent character for what all he was in.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, he could have been involved more, but I mean, at the end of the day, Season 1's not about Levi Reed. But, he's a decent, let's say, a decent villain that lasted, over multiple episodes. So, sometimes that's about as much as you can hope for. But we start the episode with Spencer's ex-wife, Becca, getting ready to leave their house with their son, Nicky. I mean, this Nicky kid's supposed to be, is he not like 14? Or is he a bit younger than that?
I think he's I think he's younger than that, I think he's about 12, 11.
Oh, that's still a decent age. He's sitting in the back like an absolute gimp here, just gets taken out. So Becca gets battered, she gets punched, knocked out, tied up. Nicky then gets kidnapped by the masked man. She's unconscious, and then Nicky is taken as a hostage. Becca arrives at the station, reports the incident, and it just devastates Spencer, who obviously now has to try and find his son. And we know the last kid lasted for 12 days before turning up dead. So at this point, the clock is ticking for Spencer to find his son. It's got personal.
Yeah, it's got personal. I mean, obviously you had the judge that kicked off, and now it does point to the cartel. And you know what? I thought this storyline started off a bit slow, but I feel like as we're getting towards the end, there is like serious intrigue about who it actually is. And honestly, I couldn't point a finger towards who it is. I mean, there's fingers being pointed at Gio, right? And we've seen a wee bit more of him this episode, but I think that's so similar to Brian that it would just be ridiculous.
And also, let's say it's somebody in the department, right? Let's say it's Aaron Spencer, or let's say it is Tanya Martin.
Yep.
Do you not think this also kind of takes away from Dokes supposedly being the Bay Harbour Butcher?
Yeah, and also the fact you've had so many people like Christine Hill close to someone in the department. It's like, how many times can this department get infiltrated?
Yeah, it's like when it's Season 1, the ice truck killer feels massive, and for Deborah, it's like, holy fuck, I can't believe I was dating this. But let's say, for example, let's just throw it out there that her new boyfriend, Gio, let's say he is a killer, which I don't think he is, but let's just say he is, because a few people are floating that about. Then I think it does kind of take away from the fact it just doesn't make the ice truck killer feel as special.
Even if they did it in a way where Dexter killed Gio without Deborah really knowing who he was, it would but Dexter would know.
It's the same thing as if, like, let's say Spencer or Tanya, let's say one of them's the killer. Like when Dokes was found out to be the Bay Harbour Butcher, like, the people were like, I can't believe something like this happened in our department.
Yeah, but if it was a regular occurrence.
If this happened before, wouldn't they be like, well, remember that time? So that's always the difficult thing with a prequel. But anyway, let's get in.
But who would you put your money on? If you gun to the head, tell me who it is.
I don't think we know who it is.
So you don't think we've not been introduced?
No.
I think it might be one of the old cartel guys who we've seen in flashbacks.
No, I mean, it could be one of them, but I mean, I don't think it's one of the main characters. I don't think it's one of the or main or supporting characters. I don't think it's Gio. I think Gio might just be. I think you can see with Gio, he's a bit. He's a bit of a hothead. We've seen in this episode some guy bumped into Deborah, spilled his beer, and I mean Gio was pretty intimidating and aggressive towards him. I mean, maybe Dexter will see a side of Gio that he doesn't like, and he'll get him to stop dating Deborah. But I don't think Gio's going to be a killer. I just don't see that happening.
I mean, I'm yet really to see a side of Gio that I like. He's just a bit vanilla, isn't he? I mean, he's alright, but I mean, he's better than Anton, I'll give him that, but...
Is he better than the writer guy who went to the gym? Whose name I can't even remember.
But he wasn't treated serious.
Well, I guess.
Was he? Like, I mean, he was in like 3 seconds of television.
Yeah, so Harry is obviously demoted to working with LaGuerta, so he can't even help. He can't help Spencer try and fit. He can't help Spencer work on that case. I mean, he's trying to take an interest, but then LaGuerta reminds him, here, we've got our own work to do. And it's like, LaGuerta just needs to fuck off, right? Spencer and Harry are obviously close friends. They've worked with each other for years. It is perfectly normal for Harry to take more of an interest and care more about Spencer's son being abducted, but LaGuerta's shoving it in his face, oh no, we've got a black murder to look at. It doesn't mean that Harry doesn't...
Gay man murder.
It doesn't mean that Harry cares any less about a minority. It just means that... are you telling me if it was his partner's son? So, you know what I mean? Like, Harry would be just as upset if it was his partner's son that was kidnapped
here.
Yeah,
and you know what, though? Harry doesn't even fight it. I mean, there's no... Here, look, you're in this precinct about 2 seconds. How about you reel it in, and I'll worry about my captain's son.
Yeah, see if it was Bobby. Big Bobby. If Bobby's son was being kidnapped, then I'm sure Harry would be just as intrigued.
Yeah.
But LaGuerta almost like shoves it in his face. It's like, no, you can't be worrying about that white kid because we've got minority people to try and solve cases for. It's like, piss off, LaGuerta. Unlikable in Dexter. You can see it in the original Sin, like, she's not likable in this either.
No, she ain't. I'm not saying she's happy.
I wonder, will she be? I wonder if she's as likable in New Blood. In Resurrection.
It's not like... What was it? I mean, I don't even know what I was going to say there. You stole my thunder. What was I going to turn around and say? No, it's almost like part of you like looks at LaGuerta and she's like, yeah, you know what, I'm happy. The captain's son's been took because he buried me a couple of episodes ago. He fucking did a couple of episodes ago, by the way. When he turned around and said, here, sure, we don't discriminate, LaGuerta. You get the shite case.
Yeah, we go to... she didn't like that. She was discriminating against the shite cases. So we go to the murder scene. Dexter is describing how the guy died. He says he died via a plastic bag, but not just one plastic bag, 2 plastic bags. LaGuerta just downplays it, goes, I mean, it's just a plastic bag. Dexter's like, nah, it's not a plastic bag, it's a murder weapon. And he draws parallels to this and the other 2 murders that we've seen this season, and he believes that we have a serial killer because these 3 are probably connected. LaGuerta doesn't buy it, and then Harry scolds Dexter, basically saying, look, you're just here to tell us what happened in terms of the evidence, and you leave the theories to the investigation team, pretty much.
I do feel like in the original show as well, though, that Dexter does get a wee bit too involved, but you know what, if the blood splatter guy's actually good at breaking stuff down and solving stuff, you need them more heads, do you not?
Yeah, if you're...
I think Harry's coming at it from a point of, right, you shouldn't be so descriptive because it makes you sound like a fucking killer, son.
Yeah, I think that's... See if Dexter isn't who he is, I think Harry's proud of him for this.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, son.
But he's got a full house here and he's showing it.
Yeah, but I mean, like where I can say, no, let the detectives come up with theories. But surely, if Dexter is so good at his job, then he might come up with better theories than LaGuerta.
Yeah.
I get it, she's the detective.
I think they're forcing it a wee bit much. It makes sense for Harry, but like it's like everything Dexter says, like they just rip the piss shit off or shoot him down immediately.
Yeah,
so, where's Masuka?
Yeah, he's just faded into the background. A promising start, but he's just faded. And, I mean, I think he had one scene in this episode, and it was basically just to tell Dexter to get back to work. Lunch break's over, which was a waste of time. We see Dexter pursuing Levi Reed, and we see him in the bar. Levi Reed's working his magic here, helping a woman play darts. So, Dexter sees this, and then the woman takes him into the bathroom, and they get it on in there. And Dexter actually uses this for his double date later that night. It's Dexter and Deborah. They go out with Gio and Sophia. I mean, I just thought it was funny. Dexter, first thing he says to Gio is, "I like your teeth." They then sit down, and Dexter decides to sit in the booth next to Deborah. Deborah's like, "Get the fuck away from me.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Dex?"
But then he ordered like an amount of food that, I mean, it wasn't ridiculous, was it? I mean, it was a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like they're like, "Here, let's turn up the dork in Dexter to 1,000,000.
And then, like, Sophia was like, "Did you order for me?" And Dexter's like, "No." And I don't know if they're trying to say, "Well, that's poor Dexter, you should have ordered for your..." But it's like, it's just fucking weird, man, because, like, Sophia's, I'm sure she's more than capable of ordering her own like, you know, food.
And also, I mean, this is like really like the first time that these two have even went out together to a restaurant.
How was Dexter supposed to know what she likes to eat?
I know, they didn't even discuss it. The waiter just came over.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We then see them, they play darts. Sophia sucks at darts, and Dexter then helps her throw darts, and then she goes and sucks off Dexter. So she sucks at darts, she sucks Dexter. That's pretty much it. They then go and steal a car, because, I mean, why the hell not? I mean, fucking Deborah, Dexter, Dirty Harry's in the police, and they're stealing cars.
Dexter a lot better at hot wiring than Gio.
True. But even then, it's like, you feel like Dexter would be like, "Nah, we shouldn't be doing this isn't right." Even though he kills people, he does seem to have a moral compass, I think, when it comes to, like, right and wrong. And
the law.
Aye.
Yeah, see this here, though, this is just a bit filler into it. It's just like,
doesn't do anything for me. Oh, she's in the cheerleader. She's the...
We haven't seen her in like 4 episodes.
Yeah, she's the captain of the team or whatever. Let's fucking take her car and, you know, steal it. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
But see this here. This doesn't need to be in the episode. Like, if the double date scene just ends with them at the restaurant, then that's fine.
Yeah, I thought that would have been better, but it doesn't happen. After the double date, though, Dexter's got a date of his own, and he's got a date with Reed. No homo, though, but we do have some homo with, I forget his name.
Clark Sanders.
Clark Sanders, that's the one.
Clark Gable.
I called this a mile away. Dexter bumps into Clark Sanders. Clark Sanders acts a little bit awkward. He's like, "Oh, I'm just here with a friend." And then Dexter looks up at the bar, and it's like the biggest gay bar probably in America at this point.
Yeah. I mean, oh, brother, testify. Tell you what, though, I mean, I wonder if this guy's going to think Dexter's gay? Or is this guy just more concerned that Dexter saw him at a gay bar? Probably that.
Why would he think Dexter's gay? Dexter's just walking past.
Yeah, but he was walking past the gay bar, wasn't he?
So he's supposed to cross the street?
I would. So, Dexter doesn't think though. So, neither would you. Fucking damn right, I'd be across the street quick and you can say fucking original sin.
Yeah, Sanders is trying to justify and make excuses, but Dexter doesn't care. Sanders probably thinks that Dexter's freaked out, but Dexter's just got bigger fish to fry.
No, but it's just weird that there's a gay club on the fucking street. Normally clubs are inside.
They were outside it, mate.
Yeah, I know, but like, why are they outside it drinking? Clubs are inside.
Maybe they wanted to could smoke back then, I guess, inside. I don't know.
Smoking other things, these fucking...
Maybe had an outside lounge.
Outside? They were fucking standing up. What sort of lounge is a stand-up? Come on, reel it in.
Maybe Sanders wasn't gay enough to get in.
Maybe in episode 7. I've watched the promo, by the way. Don't know why. Why did you watch the promo for the review? Well, I was just so intrigued with this gay storyline here to see what happened, but there's nothing about it.
Good.
But you can definitely... He had the open shirt, man. The nipples.
What does that add? Sanders being gay, what does that do for you with 4 episodes left to go?
Nothing. Across the street.
So Dexter then finds Reed. Reed's taking a piss in the alley.
I think it's just them ticking a box, isn't it, though? I mean,
that's it. I mean, it's sad as it is. That's pretty much it.
Like, you know what? This Clark Sanders guy was interesting enough with, like, the whole... you know, history with his brother getting shot, and that's why he became a cop. We didn't need to turn him gay.
Yeah, turning him gay is done nothing for me.
If he was gay, if he was openly gay to this point...
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, but...
But it's almost like they turned him gay to, like, try and add an extra layer.
Hey, forget about his dead brother, he's gay.
And it's done nothing for me. Dexter then, you know, I mean, Reed likes to take a piss, and then Dexter, you know, puts him to sleep, and Reed falls into his piss, so... bit weird. He wakes up on the table... Dexter's looking at Reed. Dexter, they say, "I remember me, I'm Harry's son." And Reed's like, you're that fuck up. Dexter explains that Harry's, you know, basically trained him to take care of people like you, people that fall through the cracks. Reed proudly admits to his crimes, though doesn't deny it. Says that he enjoys seeing his victims suffer, especially the young ones. And Reed compares himself to Dexter. Dexter says, "I could never be like you. I could never do children. I could never, kill an innocent person." Pretty much what she told the first killing Dexter show.
Pretty much so, but I mean, this just makes the court letting Levi Reed off even fucking worse. Here we've got his prints on the TV remote and all over the house, but Harry, mate, you didn't clock in one of these witnesses, so yeah, we're gonna let this guy off.
Junkie witness at that.
Junkie witness at that, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty, good scene. I like the fact this guy called Dexter for what he is, and Dexter's like, "I don't touch kids."
But you know what, man? I don't know if witnesses should be legit. Shouldn't a witness need a witness? Because you could just make an alibi for anybody.
Yeah, I know, but it's like junkie. It's more the fact that Harry threw it out than.
I actually think, like, in terms of a witness or an alibi, you should actually need to be in a public place where you're on camera.
Yeah.
Or you've been identified.
Yeah.
See if someone just says, "Oh no, we stayed home all day and we never left the house." Well, that's just, you've got one person saying that for you. There's no fucking proof.
What was on at the telly at that time? 15-1.
Alright, you could just get a TV guide and have a look at that. So it doesn't really,
No, but see, yeah, you're right. Like, see, back in the day. I mean, I guess this was 91. It was so much easier to get away with stuff. See, now in 2025, your phone tracks
Google Map and shit like that, yeah. But like, see, back then,
it's
like,
not a crime not to have a phone, so that's the only thing. Like that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Back then, like, it was. I mean, I guess if you wanted to kill somebody, you could maybe leave your phone in the house and pretend that you never.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like there's so much cameras everywhere, isn't there? Like, there's CCTV everywhere.
It's just sloppy if you Levi Reed that he was like touching the TV remote. But anyway, killed. Good night. Good kill. We move on.
Yeah, Dexter then, kills him and he kills Reed and that's it. Dexter says, "I don't kill innocent people, but you're not innocent." Stabs him. Dead. Spencer then assembles a team to help find Nicky, but there's many questions, and you know what? He gave Batista a bit of shit here. Batista didn't really have much in terms of a lead, and he didn't really like the answers.
You know what, though? Like, the FBI guy was giving him shit. It's like, how do you want him to react? His son's literally on the verge of getting cut up here, and you're fucking telling him to calm down.
Also, do you not think it felt like Batista's maybe a little bit out of his depth here? I mean, he's a rookie at this point. I don't think it should be Batista kind of leading.
I don't think he's a rookie, but it's too early for him to lead. Wait, so hold on. See the guy that wanted Harry demoted, not on this case, whatever. Not in number 2 position. That's the mayor whose son got killed, correct? Because he says it comes from the mayor. Why the fuck wouldn't the mayor want the best guy available? Oh, he threw away a witness. It's retarded. And Spencer, if he wants, right, his son found, surely he wants Harry. Fuck the mayor, mate. Your own son's kidnapped.
Well, no, Bobby's doing it, like, but I mean, I just felt a bit weird that.
Yeah, but Harry's the man. Like you said, Batista's a wee bit green at this stage.
No, he is.
This is pre-evolution.
So therefore,
right? he needs to come in.
So therefore, I just thought it should be Bobby kind of leading the.
Right. No,
leading the what would you call it? Not the
task force.
No, the
room.
Aye.
Aye.
What do you call it? We've got a room.
Bulletin board.
Aye, but what do you call it when you lead something? What are you leading?
The group.
No, like the meeting.
The task.
The meeting.
The meeting.
Aye, what's it called? What's the name for it though?
I don't know. What do you mean? What I'm firing.
The briefing.
The briefing.
No, just the briefing.
That's all right.
We've got a briefing in 10 minutes.
You don't need to debrief us, mate.
That was a middle finger for anybody who doesn't know. Right, Harry then comforts Spencer. Spencer's like, "I'm sick of people asking me if I want to drink a coffee." Harry's like, "Well, you're in luck. We don't have coffee. We got some of the strong stuff." So Harry has a drink with Spencer. Dexter then drives to the swamp to dispose of Reed's body. However, he's stopped by the police and they say, "Where are you going, son? This is a crime scene." And we have a body part of Dexter's victim, and it has been found just floating up. So one of the arms that we've seen earlier, I believe it may have been from the nurse, but it could also have been from Tony.
It's Tony Ferreira's. I watched the promo, so it's his ring.
Yeah, Tony Ferreira's, his ring, and at this point we're thinking, God damn, Dexter, have you left some crucial evidence behind? Now, in the flashbacks, we got more of Harry and Laura. Do you not think... I don't know. I think that the Laura looks terrible.
Yeah, she looks rough.
Maybe
I actually think she looks like the woman though.
maybe
A rougher version, but still looks like her.
maybe, but do you not think she looks fairy? She looks like someone that has been on. She doesn't quite look as bad as what's that woman called in Breaking Bad? The one that's always doing the meth.
Oh Jesus, Wendy.
Aye,
she's fucking nothing like.
She doesn't look.
That back,
No,
man.
that's what I'm saying. She doesn't look as bad as Wendy, but do you not think she looks like she's rough around the edges?
Aye, I know what you mean, but fucking hell, that.
Well, obviously Harry doesn't think so.
Aye, Harry doesn't think.
Well, Harry would fucking. Harry probably got to alligator fucking ocean to.
I know.
He'd
Fucking,
probably.
but Doris knows.
He'd probably sleep with a Tony Ferrell's fucking remaining arm.
I probably would.
Give me a hand.
Give me a hand, but yeah, Doris gives birth to Deborah. I know about you and whoever it is, brother.
Yeah,
feel it in, Harry.
And she was like, I guess she was allowing it to happen this entire time. I guess that explains why Doris is maybe a little bit pissy with Harry. I mean, can you blame Doris? Harry negligence allowed their son to die, is what it is. And then he's been sleeping out with Laura while she's been pregnant this entire time. Very shitty move. Look, we can say that Harry was a good father. Well, at least to one of his kids. I mean, we can say that Harry was a good, or at least tried to keep that. But I mean, he's not perfect.
No, he's not.
But here,
I wonder if does Doris know that Dexter is the son of the woman he was sleeping with? Or is that all under wrap? I'm not saying from this show, just the overall arcing bubble.
I don't think that was ever mentioned, to be fair.
Never mentioned? Well, I mean, maybe...
Well, hold on. Thing doesn't know.
Who?
Deborah didn't know.
I bet... fuck, Deborah doesn't know.
I doubt Doris knew.
Well, maybe Doris just didn't want to tell Deborah. But it's so mad, though, that, like, you know, Deborah is literally Harry's daughter. But he could not give a fuck.
No. It's all about Dexter. But in the original Dexter, I mean, Harry acts like butter wouldn't melt.
Aye.
Harry acts like a saint.
Aye. Sits in the
fucking far from it. We see Laura go to a meeting with Estrada. Estrada then... I mean, I think we see Santos Jimenez there as well. He cuts a finger of a man, stealing some of their money, and she's warned to stay loyal.
So what is the cartel MO to cut fingers?
True. I mean, we see that there. Also, I mean, it's Hector Estrada and Santos Jimenez, two characters actually from the original show as well, so that's kind of cool. But
Is
yeah.
that the guy from season 1? With Dokes?
Dokes?
Aye, sure. Dokes confronts him in like the Cuban bar.
Season 2.
Is it season 2?
Uh-huh.
Who's the guy in season 1, the cartel guy? He ends up getting killed quite early. Who kills him?
I don't know what you're on about.
Is this guy's name? I definitely recognise him. Does Dokes not kill him?
No.
So who's the cartel guy in season 1 of Dexter?
I don't recall no cartel guy.
No, Dokes fucking meets with him, man. I'm telling you, I didn't just pluck this out of thin air.
The guy Dokes. No.
No, well, you said these guys are in the original show.
Aye, I'm pretty sure Santos Jimenez is. That's the guy that owned the bar. I remember Dexter.
Aye, Dexter kills him, but not the
Aye,
other
but
one.
I don't know.
No, like the modern cartel guy wasn't one of these old guys.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know anyway, but I think these flashbacks are alright, but I mean, how many times do we need to see Harry and Laura getting it on? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He's a dirty bastard.
I mean, it's almost like they're trying to rub it in Doris' face at this point.
I know. But will he... I tell you what, will him calling it quits with Laura be the reason why he wasn't there to save her, potentially?
Maybe.
But he was still first on the scene, like.
First on the scene. Anyway, maybe he never left the scene. It's time to give this a rating, though. What you going with?
What am I going with?
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a good episode. I mean, I could have done with the hijack. You know what? I'm tempted to give it an 8. No, I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 7.
I thought it was arguably the best episode so far.
I agree, but it's yet to hit the heights of this is phenomenal.
Well, no, it's not. Well, I'm not saying it's phenomenal. I'm giving it an 8.
I know, but
I thought it was good to great.
It's like, see, with a prequel though, it's like, how do you end it by like with a 10 out of 10 episode when like so much of the future's already set in stone?
That is true. Anyway, guys, let us know your rating down below. We're giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Till next time, peace.